A city famous for its rich history and architecture. Since its beginnings over 300 years ago, it's gone through a few transformations of its own. Named St. Petersberg after Peter the Great, it was changed to Petrograd in 1914, then Leningrad in 1924, only to return to its original name in 1991. This week, it will host attempts to transform the global economic system and steer it in the right direction.
As we go to the G20, one of the messages we are going with is that as a globe, the big economies and advanced economies and the big emerging economies, we need to have a new deal, which ensures that we don't constantly create shocks in the global economy. Because those shocks are having negative impacts on economies like South Africa. It is going to cost us more jobs if we don't get things right.
But the summit takes place at a time when global peace is under threat, and this has dire consequences for economic recovery. Instability in the Middle East, the volatile situation in the emerging markets, and the lower than expected growth in developed countries, making recovery even harder. Ordinary people are skeptical.
It's capitalism, just capitalism. No socialism, it's capitalism, it's only money.
Our president and the other presidents will think about all over the world and decide many questions, because we have problems in our world. We have many problems, and I hope that it will be much better.
I hope that it helps to give peace in the world.
Business has called for decisive leadership at the gathering.
How do we industrialize the continent? How can we push on our agenda of beneficiation? Because through beneficiation, that is when we can create the much needed jobs. Through beneficiation, that's when we can be able to begin to export finished products, thus bringing in the much needed foreign currency. And it also talks to the skills development, because once you have industrialized countries, then you are really going to be able to produce some of the best brains that can participate in those economies.
President Zuma arrives on Wednesday, where he will also take part in the BRICS summit. They are expected to report on progress with regards to the proposed BRICS Bank. As the world's most powerful countries gather in this historic city, representing more than 2/3 of the world's population and a combined GDP of 85%, they know very well that the future of this world rests on their shoulders, and the decisions they will take will have to be well considered. Mzwandile Mbeje, SABC News, St. Petersburg, Russia.